So it's just this separate activity.
Okay.
So if we start this activity, depending on how we start this activity, is how this activity is going to be. So, like for instance with these guys, if we say we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, everybody's like, oh my goodness, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, you know? And then before we even like get to the car, everybody's excited. On the way there, the closer we get, everybody gets more and more crazy. We get to the parking lot, we're running around, we're doing flips. By the time we get into Chuck E. Cheese, they're gone. Don't even say that. It doesn't matter. They're gone. You can say their name. You could be like, yeah, pizza. Nope, doesn't matter. They're gone. You know?
Yep.
Same way with dogs. Their walk is Chuck E. Cheese. Kids coming outside is Chuck E. Cheese. The trampoline is Chuck E. Cheese. All these things are Chuck E. Cheese. So if we don't, before we start, say, okay, before we go out here and do this, you're going to calm down, you're going to relax and let it go. Then all bets are off, you know? So the same thing right here with you.
Don't mess with Layla.
Before we come inside,
you guys get away from that
before we
window.
come inside, we don't even get to come inside the door.
I think the
in
kennel's blocking it real quick.
the hyper state.
There we go.
We don't even get to come inside in the hyper state. Before we come inside, you gotta be calm, you gotta relax, you gotta respect this boundary that I'm setting right here, that you don't get to enter our space in hyper state. You know. So this dog, we can let inside the house. That dog before, we gotta run.
Yeah.
The dog is demanding to get inside the house, doesn't get to get inside the house. This girl, we say her name, we can let her in. I'm not gonna energize her, I'm just gonna walk her in and then let go of the leash. If she starts going into hyper state or getting too excited or anything like that, then I'm just gonna send her right back outside and we're gonna start all over again.
Okay.
When it comes to say hi, we want to say good dog, we want to give her rewards. How do we do that? And we're going to go to that in more detail later on. But when she's calm, not when she's kind of calm, not when she's better than she was before, no, when she's 100% calm, then you can say her name. But we don't say, no, we don't do that. We say, hey Layla, how are you doing? We can come, we can say hi. But again, you see the way that I pet her is going to be slow, it's going to be smooth. It's not going to be a lot of this, getting her amped up. Because if I want her to be calm, I have to be calm. Okay? And the same thing applies for adults. Whoever's working with her, whenever you're working with her, if we want her to be calm, we got to be calm. If we want her to be relaxed, we got to be relaxed. It helps a lot if she's tired because she doesn't have as much energy to fuel craziness. But because of that, she gets to practice a time where we share a relaxed energy while she's recovering. It's perfect. It's perfect. Before long, that becomes the habit. Walking with the dog, I'm not going to look at her and see if she wants to go or anything like that, because she's going to tell me this is what she wants to do. You see?
Yep.
If I ask her what she wants to do, she wants to lay down, or she wants to chase a cat, or she wants to chase a squirrel. No. What we're going to do is we're going to go for a walk. So in my head, I have to practice that. I have to think that. So I'm just going to set my eyes on something, like for instance, the trash can there, and we're just gonna walk towards the trash can.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So you're just gonna walk down to the trash can and then walk back. Yeah. And I'll have you pause right there for just a second. There we go. So one thing I want you to remember is we want to be relaxed. We want to send relaxed through the leash. So if arm is tense here, it's not going to be sending relaxed, okay? When she's relaxed, we're relaxed. If she gets out of whack, it's just a short split second of hey. That's it. And then as soon as she lets it go, we relax again, okay? The biggest thing to do, first off, is stay calm. Second thing is going to be control your space. And then the third thing is going to be to make sure that you don't leave the area while you're nervous, tense, fearful, or the other dog is in an excited state. So down the street, and another dog is coming from over there somewhere.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my own dog is secure, and then try to de-escalate the situation. So I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to scream, I'm not going to do any of the things that are going to make that dog breathe higher energy from here.
Okay.
Now, a lot of that also means that we can't have her behind me being like, yeah, yo mama, yeah. Like, we can't have any of that. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is calm my dog down and kind of get them into a more controlled state.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm addressing this other dog, I can more easily focus on that. They do that.
Kitty.
But for the most part, so what we're going to do, again, is try to get her to let go of that. So that's fine. She walked away. If she goes back into that state, we're going to disagree with it again until we get her to break that focus. I'm going to keep pushing the issue until she lets it go. I'm not going to let her ignore me. I'm not going to let her practice ignoring me. I'm not going to let her practice that fixation. She's going to learn to let it go and do something else just like that.
Okay. Yeah, I tried that whole finger thing, but I couldn't figure out where you were getting her at the last time.
Most of the time, it's actually right inside here in the soft part of her belly.
Okay.
Kind of like when somebody pokes you.
Like right there on her inner thigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before the thigh. In there in the soft part of the belly.
Okay.
Right in there. But it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exact. Because I can guarantee you I'm not hitting the same spot every time.
Yeah.
It's just back there, and honestly, it could be right here in the side of the hip.
Okay.
It's really just the rear. That's really all it is. So it looks like she's going
She went that way.
That's perfectly fine for now.
I don't know where she went.
Now, if the other dog, she's in here right now, they probably be coming down this step.
So this will be fine. This is them out there jumping. This is her doing something else.